The floor under your feet slipped when you heard the words of the woman standing in front of you. Her expressions were one of satisfaction, almost victorious, as she delivered the devastating news. Just get out of this house. She raised her brow while a satisfactory smile plastered on her face, as she got the exact response from you as she imagined. What happened? It feels unbelievable, right? But this is the truth. Jungkook only married you because I can't have children. He needed an heir and you were the perfect choice. You stumbled back while your hand automatically moved to your growing belly, holding the 4-month-old life inside you. The baby you thought was made out of love now felt like a cruel twist of fate. I don't believe you. Jungkook loves me. He said he loves me, and I trust him enough to not get someone like you to break it. Love? She scoffed, taking a step closer to you. He may have fooled you, but I know the truth. Jungkook is mine. He always has been, and he always will be. You were just a means to an end. She has told you so much that even after not wanting to believe her, it can't be ignored. No one can just randomly come to you and tell you all these things without a proof. There must be some truth in this, and that's why she came here. Suddenly, you both turned your faces toward the footsteps that were coming towards the living room. Jungkook got informed by his bodyguard that Lily came here, and without wasting a second, he left whatever he was doing and came back home. When he finally came there, his eyes first noticed you, who had tears in her eyes that made her heart clenched. You were looking at him in disbelief. Then he turned to face Lily. What are you doing here? Lily raised her brow. There was a smirk plastered on her face. I thought to pay you a visit. Seems like you have forgotten about everything. I found out that you didn't tell her anything. But don't worry, now she knows everything. She said, looking at you with a smile. Jungkook gulped. He was angry on her, but the situation right now was really out of control. Wyan, I will explain, but please don't assume anything yourself. Why didn't you tell me about her? Why didn't you tell me the real reason you married me? Your voice showed the disappointment while his face went pale. Wyan, I'll tell you everything. Please don't believe in what you hear. Is it true? Did you marry me just to have a child? You cried because this literally broke your heart. You couldn't believe that the man who loved you like no one, with whom you surrendered yourself, was faking everything. His care, love, everything was just to get a hair from you so he can leave you and get back to his fiancée. He looked at Lily, who was enjoying this drama. There was not even a hint of sadness in her eyes. It's like she was taking her revenge. Wyan, that's not true. I genuinely love you. Please don't believe in whatever you heard. What? You are telling her not to believe in the truth? Wow, see? He's again fooling you. Lily, I told you to stay away from me and Wyan. How dare you come here? He said, coming near her while she smirked. You think I would let you live in peace after what you did to me? She has the right to know the truth. She needs to know that she is just a replacement. Just because I was not capable of giving you a child, you married to her, trapped her in your fake love, and cared so that you can get an heir. Tell me that isn't true. Prove me wrong. Jungkook went silent. He turned towards you and your heart broke into millions of pieces as he remained silent. It means whatever she told you, it was not her made-up lies but an ugly truth. This was the reason a man like you fell in love with a nobody like me. It wasn't because you fell in love with me. It's because you wanted to use me and I fell in your trap just the way you wanted. Seeing your tears and the pain in your voice, Jungkook felt like his heart was ripping off. He never told you about anything because he wanted to start everything again with you. It was true that his intentions were to get in here, but after he met you, he genuinely fell in love with you. He was bound to marry Lily for the position, and there was no mutual feelings involved. It was Lily who was in love with him. After their engagement, it turned out that Lily was infertile, and that's why everyone planned that Jungkook will marry a girl first and get an heir. After that, Lily and Jungkook can live with the child. Jungkook was never in the favor of this decision, even though he was a mafia, but he would never think about betraying someone innocent for his own benefit. But he played along because he wanted to get out of this relationship but still securing his position in his father's company. The first time when he saw you, his heart never beat for anyone the way it beat for you. He couldn't help himself but to fall for you. His love, care, everything was genuine, and from a girl who was working multiple jobs to just survive, you became his wife who has everything you desire for. He never let you feel longed for anything. From having nothing, you got a loving family, a soon-to-be child, and everything that you never ever wish for. When Jungkook was getting married to you, he went to Lily and her family to tell them that he's not marrying you to get an heir. He's marrying you because he has found his true love. That day he clarified everything to everyone and broke the engagement because he wanted to start a new life with you. Lily couldn't believe that. She decided that she will never let him live the way he is imagining. She will never let his dream of having a good life with his own family come true. And that's why after seeing the perfect time, she decided to tell you everything. Some lies with a little bit of truth. You don't have an answer to this. It means everything is true. I can't believe you did that to me. You went this far for your own benefit and didn't even feel ashamed to ruin my life. Jungkook shook his head. He didn't know how to handle the situation. He never told you anything because he didn't want you to see the other side of him. He wanted to give you all the happiness and wanted to be happy with you, and that's the reason he never looked back himself. Ryan, please believe me. Yes, it's true. At first, that was my intention, but things changed. Changed? How could they change when everything was built on a lie? Your voice echoed as you were unable to control your anger and hurt. I know it's hard to believe, but trust me, I fell in love with you. Every moment I spent with you was out of love. Trust me, Ryan, I love you, and that's why I refused to marry her. I chose you. You shook your head, unable to process his words. How can I trust you now? How can I believe anything you say? Jungkook tried to come near you, but his feet stopped in the middle when you took a step back. His heart clenched. Meanwhile, Lily was enjoying the outcome of her revenge. Jungkook left her saying that he found his true love, but he forgot that Lily won't let him live his dream life that easily. Because I never lied to you. I truly loved you, still do and will forever. I didn't tell you about my past because I didn't want it to come in the way of our happy life. This child, our child, is the proof, Ryan. Our love was not that weak that it can be shattered by someone. Your heart clenched. You wanted to believe him, but it was a lot to digest. You see tears in his eyes, and it tells a lot that how much he truly cares about you. You remember all those moments from the very beginning that you have spent with him, and none of them felt like a lie. You genuinely fell in love. But then you looked at Lily, who was standing there. I just told you the truth because why not? If he truly loves you, you have the right to know about his past, whom he belongs to, and what were his intentions when he chose you. Then did you tell her the whole story? He finally burst out, ready to clear everything today. He turned towards Lily while his eyes were burning red. Did you tell her that I was never in love with you? Did you tell her that things have ended between us before I get together with her? What you're trying to do will never going to happen. My love was never so weak that someone like you can break it so easily. Lily raised her brow and crossed her arms before chuckling. Oh my god, what a wise and pure man you are, huh? You didn't love me? Still, we tried to have a child, so you were doing all that without love. What a pathetic liar you are. You covered your ears while Jungkook's heart dropped. This was the biggest mistake he did just for the position and power, and he still regrets it. He was unaware that he will find a true lover later and all his karma will come back to him. You ran away from there in your room. You don't deserve to live this life, and you can never after this. Jungkook looked at her. He was trying to control his anger. Get out of here. Leave. Two cars came, hearing his voice, and Lily had to leave, but her revenge was successful. Actually, Lily also betrayed Jungkook because her feelings were not genuine towards Jungkook. She just wanted the status and luxury which can only come to her if she gives an heir to John family. That's why she tried just like Jungkook, but she ended up genuinely falling for him. But Jungkook stopped. He realized he was doing wrong, and once he met you, his whole life changed. Jungkook came in the room only to see you already packing your bag. You were not crying, but the tears were continuously falling down. Ryan, please don't take any step in anger. Let's talk. I'll tell you everything. I'll make everything clear. He tried to stop you, but you backed up, not letting him even touch you. What else is there to clear now? You'll justify your actions? I don't want to hear anything. I just can't believe I was fooled by the man I gave my everything to. He shook his head. I didn't fool you, Ryan. I swear I never looked back after you came in my life. The reason why I didn't tell you about my past because you were afraid that I won't get ready to have a child with you. Your plan would be unsuccessful. You said cutting him off in the middle while a silence spread in the room. This was the first time in 2 years you and Jungkook fought. The love between you was so genuine and strong that you never even fought with each other, but you never knew it was built on so many unheard truths. Jungkook shook his head. His eyes were teary and he looked afraid. The once heartless Mafia who refused to feel any emotions before meeting you was now afraid that he will lose you. That's not the truth. Trust me, Ryan. Trust, even after knowing everything. Do you think I'm stupid? I don't have any problem with you having relationship with other women before marriage. I don't care what you did because that was your past. But the fact that you built this relationship on lies, when everything was connected to your past only, you betrayed me, Jungkook. Nothing was like that, Ryan. I told you how you have made me a complete different person. I never did anything against your will. I swear my love was true and will forever be. I'm so sorry for not telling you all that. I wanted to start a new life. Please don't go anywhere. I love you, Ryan. I truly love you. You scoffed softly. Are you crying, Jungkook? Ah, I know why. You're afraid that I'll take your child away from you, right? Well, yes, because I don't think you deserve any of us. Karma is true. It comes around. Jungkook dropped on his knees, hearing such hurtful words from you were breaking his heart. He thought he got his happiness, but he forgot he has to pay for how he achieved this happiness, and money is not the value for it. Please, Ryan, please try to think. I never fooled you. My love was genuine. I know what I did was not good and I deserve to be punished, but please, don't leave me. I will do whatever to prove that my love was not a lie. Please don't leave me. I can't live without you. I was a complete different person before I met you. All I cared about is money and power, and for that, I took so many wrong steps. But now I'm not like that, Ryan. Please forgive me. Don't leave me like this. You bit your lower lip and looked away, controlling your tears as your heart ached really bad seeing him broken like this. It's true that you have never felt like his love was a lie. He never did anything without your permission, and this child, well, you both planned it. You always wanted to have a family of your own after being abandoned at a young age. How can you expect me to forgive you, Jungkook? You got engaged to another woman. You tried to have a child with her, but when it was unsuccessful, you started to look for someone who can give you a child. Then you found me. How can you think that I will forgive you easily after finding out all this? I know it's not easy, but we are together for 2 years. I never thought about anything else except having a future with you. I loved you with my whole heart. I didn't tell you anything about my past because I didn't want any bit of it to affect our future and present. But I think I made a mistake and I'm ready to do anything to get your forgiveness. It was hard for you to make a decision. It wasn't a small thing, but you can't even deny the fact that Jungkook gave you the love you never imagined you deserved. He gave you a life that you lost your hope for. It was not easy to forgive him, but also it was even more difficult to leave him. You love me, right? He suddenly questioned while Jungkook nodded, more than myself. So Jungkook, if you love me, then you have to let me go. I can't make a decision because I'm not sure what's right and wrong at this point. I need time to think, and for that I want to be away from you. His heart dropped when you told him your decision. He got up on his feet and came near you. But I can't stay away from you, Ryan. I can't let you go anywhere in this condition. You flashed him a painful smile. Your teary eyes were clearly telling him how hurt you are. You never imagined of something like this. I don't think you have any right to say this, Jungkook. Now it will be my decision whether I want to stay or not. Do you really not trust me, Ryan? Was my love that weak that I can't even make you stay? You took a step closer to him and cupped his cheek. Only you know how hard it was for you to come up with this decision. No, Jungkook, your love wasn't weak. In fact, this child is the proof of how strong our love was. But sadly, it was built on something it shouldn't have. I told you I don't care about your past, but your past was the foundation of our present, and it shattered into pieces because you were not honest. I'm sorry, love. I'm really sorry, he said, holding your hand close to his cheek. Please give me a chance to correct everything. Don't go away from me. I can't live without you. He shook your head. I've decided, Jungkook. Now only time will tell what will happen. Please don't stop me. Let's just hope whatever will happen, it will be good for both of us. With that, you picked your suitcase and left, leaving him in tears.